than that, it's pretty spread out.
Murray, the Ewok Chucker, Ewan Chuck. You seem to have quite the trouble getting a legal lap in yesterday on the Enduro.
I know how I feel. The pressure and during qualifying time can sometimes get to you. It can be hard to set a fast, clean lap. Obviously, fast, dirty laps are always fun.
Also, the Nordschleife has so many corners, it's easy to forget one from lap to lap.
They're coming across the line. Very, very nice. 130.6. Plenty of room up there. Now we got left is Mr. Barker. And kind of round out our field here. Oh, got two cars off. What's going on here?
Oh, we're going back to the menu.
Oh. Alright.
Oh, cut track there.
I think you could argue with that one with the stewards there.
I was about to say something, yeah.
Yeah.
I was
Not usually home, he's usually at work.
Joke. That is correct. He's going so fast, can't keep the black stuff on there. It's just tearing it all up.
If I'm not mistaken, that's the same one as Mr. Car Heroes, except for pink instead of orange.
I do believe the McLaren Shadow Project only has this one livery, but it's just a variation of the black and other colors.
Kind of reminds me of Team Arrow's livery in IndyCar, where they got just kind of a black with different colored kind of chromes on it. Looked very nice. Parker couldn't get out on a clean lap.
Different variation than last season, I see. All of the newer cars here.
Yeah, truth be told,
no
I'm kind of
Audis.
surprised there aren't any more Audis.
Or Lambos.
Or any at all, yeah.
I demand more Daihatsus.
More Daihatsus.
I think the only person that was quieter than the rest was just you there, Martin. That sounds like quitter talk.
So the spread seems pretty even, as kind of noted before. Zolder's pretty interesting on turn 1 because it's got kind of a sharp blind covered first corner, so might be interesting to see how things shuffle up during the first few turns, but obviously that'll all kind of sort itself out. Yeah, hopefully they can get a little spread out by then, but I guess we'll just have to see. That's where the boys get separated from the men.
And the bumper separated from the cars.
Let's hope. Let's hope. Alright. Set up for a 3-minute warm-up. I was just waiting.
Hopefully I was clear enough to Richard over there, giving him some instructions so he doesn't mess it up. To start the race with qualifying fuel, so I can't forget that.
Oh yeah, I've done that before.
Or you load the wrong setup, or you overwrite your good setup with the stock setup, so then you got to start all over and do it from memory. Be a fairly straightforward race. Shouldn't need a fuel.
Do they have to change all 4 tires?
They cannot. What I do know is they cannot change separate tires. They can only change all 4 at a time.
Oh, okay.
You can only change 1 tire per pit stop, and you have to choose which. Yay. Slow-mo
Who's going to be the
carnage.
first accident?
Probably not Stoffmeal. He's got the best livery that's ever existed.
That's true.
I don't know. I'm a big fan of the Bentleys with the numbers written on the grill. As we may know, that's a throwback to the Bentleys of yore, where there were no number plates. They just painted the numbers on the grills.
Just spray paint it all over the windshield. Totally safe.
That's basically how it was, I think. As you can see, we have a 2-stroke dirt bike rider in the commentary booth today. I'm
working on all the different cylinders, and my impressions are expanding on a weekly basis.
Well, you're got a good start. Got a good start.
Seconds to go. Let's see who forgets.
Right.
Who forgets to press race and has to start from the pit lane.
All right. Lights are going up, and we're green flag. Oh, formation lap.
Chartreuse flag.
Chartreuse, yes.
Let's just come up with like all kinds of different colors and patterns just to confuse people.
Teal flag. Well, Mr. Higgs and Mr. Butler.
Oh no, he forgot.
Some conflicting messages there. Oh no. Haha, loser. No. Well, looks like we do have an NSX in the field. I was wondering if one of those is going to show up. Now, Zolder will be interesting because the NSX is, at least in reality, more of a handling-focused car. So there's a potential it could struggle around some of the longer straights in Zolder, but it might be able to make up some time in the chicanes.
Like he's using the NSX Evo, so should be more competitive than the uncompetitive older one.
Oh, good point. I didn't notice that.
I'm just going off the livery because I don't think that that was a 2019 car, not the livery didn't come on the older one.
Makes sense. I don't have any knowledge of the Evo so much, but I guess we'll see that.
If you've ever played this game before, you'd know that you'd find out, or you'd be told that the NSX is the slowest car in the game. Other than the non-GT3 cars.
So this feel free to correct me, this looks like the new 911, the 991.2? Is that correct?
Yeah, that's the right one there.
Oh wait, no it isn't, because there's rear exhaust. Never mind.
No, that's the .2.
Really? Could have sworn that the new one had a side exhaust.
That's the RSR.
Oh, I see. Anyhow, Looks like they're lining up, getting in double file. Alright, and that is final turn 10, so we are ready to race.
Wah, wah, wah. Put him on the wall!
Lights out,
Right,
and away we
and
go.
green flag, green flag. Green flags are waving. Stomphil's coming up in first. Looks like Verstappen is holding back a little bit, but...
Playing
probably
safe into turn 1.
wow, very composed for everyone.
Disappointed.
It's okay, we might have some opportunity for a crash yet.
Oh, there's always opportunity.
Riding on board with, or focusing on Iwanchuk. A couple of tires dropping, or a couple cars dropping tires a little bit.
333, the cousin of the beast.
Looks like Barker's maybe made up a couple of spots. Or are my eyes lying to me? Yep, he's up, definitely into 9th. Kind of surprising.
I have a feeling I'm going to be changing my video card at some point in the future. The fans are really protesting and I'm not really doing anything to it.
Not a
we
bad
saw
idea.
a car off on the left up there.
Oh,
Navon.
looks like it was Navon. Yeah, Navon.
He done Navon-gated himself off the track.
It would appear so. It would appear so.
Or he got lost.
Top 3 are holding within a second and a half of each other, so we got some pretty tight racing up at the front.
Kind of run away with it already.
Meanwhile, Barker is losing positions. I don't know what happened. Looks like might have gotten tangled up in a corner of some sort. No.
Well, John Barker has a history of just violence, so he probably ran 4 or 5 people off the road but took worse damage himself.
Doesn't look too bad, but certainly you could have.
I was mostly joking.
Yeah, I know.
He occasionally does get into some interesting accidents, though.
Personally, I believe that every accident is interesting.
Well, I am always interested. I'm going to tell you that right now.
A good option. So we got the fight for 5th. It looks like between Heroes, Simmons, and Stokes. Now, this is a very interesting matchup. We got the very balanced 720S versus the little bit more predictable Porsche, but the Bentley in the back is just going to have a hard time making any runs on any of these guys because it's probably the most straight line effective car in the group, but he's gonna. I don't think any of these straights are long enough to really capitalize on that.
Bentley's good on high-speed circuits like Spa and Silverstone. Not the perfect car for this type of tight, twisty circuit.
Hero's just using up all of the corner, making good use of that extra width, but he's not able to break away. Looks like Simmons, apologies, is diving. Made it clean pass into turn 1. That was nice. Pretty textbook.
Max actually thinks it's pretty funny if we fuck up his name.
Look at that. Wow, he went from 6th to 5th. That was amazing.
That was spectacular.
Really clean. Oh, it looks like Bentley might have a move. Stokes
looks like he's fallen in line.
Yeah, coming back. He definitely wanted a piece. And yep, coming around. Is it going to be enough? I don't think so. He has to stop for Kleine, which is just going to eat him alive. But then he can try again under turn 6. That's Butte.
Bentley's just flattening in the curbs out there.
Here we go. Like a very, very shallow line. Going to have to dive a little harder.
He's all over the back of Car Heroes here. Maybe going for a dive?
Maybe. He's lining up. Oh, not quite gonna make it.
One has some balls.
Go for turn 9. Moving on the second to last straight. These nice too far. It's not gonna happen here. Maybe if he can set up after turn 10, then he can get a run. No, it looks like he was playing a little bit dark and dangerous there. Only he might pick it up now.
I do like that livery. That is a good color.
Classy.
I also really like it when car liveries of the same team are just slightly varied from each other. I enjoy that.
Yeah, we have a lot of people who just run the same livery, and it's very disappointing. And I'm talking with the judges about just docking them once.
All right, well, you good luck with that. I'm not sure how well that's going to work, but you know, you can do it.
I need a style penalty in there.
Well, Richard takes up to 9th place, past James Butler.
What are we? The FIA? Oh, Stoker's making a move. That was very well set up. Yeah, but the McLaren just stands no chance against that Bentley.
Well, just playing it safe in here.
And let's watch a replay. All right, we can see nothing. That's good. Yeah, easy peasy. There you go.
On that curb, yeah, you can take a bit of that.
Num num. Bentley hungry. I actually made a substantial gap.
Wesley Stokes appears to be driving like an actual pickup truck. What's going on with that?
Hey man, if you got the suspension, use it.
It's big, it's rectangular.
Oh, we got Heroes coming in for his pit.
That's
our Heroes clearly lost.
Maybe had wrong tire pressures, who knows?
Yeah, who knows? Okay, we're up with Simmons. The cameraman appears to have dropped his camera. There we go.
Travis, what did he get angry and break everything already?
Right.
Smash his keyboard.
It's certainly possible. Those Aston Martins are not known for their reliability. I'm surprised to see all 4 wheels are on it.
Gotta be careful in this pit lane entrance because you can really carry too much speed and hit the pit lane wall.
Oh yeah, because there is a little chicane in the pit, isn't there?
For some reason.
Looks like battle for 11th, Mr. Nevon and Mr. Young.
John Barker there.
Oh, Barker moved back up to 7th. I missed that. I wasn't paying attention. Oh, it's running away. Could be. Although, if I remember right, didn't he fell back to 12th, I believe it was, a while ago. Oh.
You guys in pits, I think.
Oh, we have accident. I didn't catch that. My monitor turned off. Let's see it again.
That is the worst conga line I've ever seen.
Oh, just a little bit too much
too
throttle
excited
on the
there.
out. Yeah, got a little too excited. Hopefully that
front end damage for Navon.
Doesn't look too bad, but you never know. Those Ferraris are really reliant on their downforce.
Thing is, in this game, a little tap on the front end, you can ruin your aero, and you can be slower.
I don't know. I would probably, if I was him, I wouldn't make that move. But it's up to how brave he wants to be. No, that wasn't gonna happen. Now he may think. All right. So Navon might be thinking he got the extra because Young had to slide in on his brakes in order to try to avoid that NSX that slid off. That was at Barker. But I'm not sure if he's gonna have the extra grunt to make it past. Braking a little late, catching some time back up, but I'm not sure it's going to be enough.
Put him in the wall!
Maybe that's what happened with Barker. He's just kind of shouting. I'm taking a little bit extra room on that chicane there.
Didn't notice if it's still there. As long as you don't hit it, then take all as much curb as you want.
Yeah. Oh, diving down, diving for turn. What is this? 7? Oh, yep. Now they're side by side. Nevon on the right. Oh, he's not going to have the extra room to make it past. Looks like Young is going to take some of that back, but he's always got the outside line, and oh, he's just going in the pits. Good choice, good choice. Yeah. I forgot the pits were there, if I'm honest. And that was turn 8, not 7.
Down.
Back up with Simmons here. Following the horse in bull's clothing.
I like that.
Uh-oh. That's a good point. Well, we can we override the final results, or? Okay, that's good. Looks like it's registering for Stokes. Oh yeah. It'll be interesting to see where Navon and comes out with relation to Young. Looks like their pits are registering. So that's good. Something I gotta wonder, no, Barker's green, so that's good. Was the Heroes the first one to pit? Did he pit when the pit window was open? That might be the reason why we didn't see him. I don't know who else pitted in that time, but... Back on board with Barker. Oh my gosh. This is... Someone's got the Stevie Aoki playing in the chopper there. Having a little dance party. Alright. Heroes of Mr. Stokes.
Back up after his pit stop.
This appears to be just last turn 10. Still got
Higgs
quite
also
some ground to make up. Which car are we gonna look at? There we go. So he's got plenty of ground to make up, but he's got some pretty good pace. 132.5, that seems about on par.
We are halfway through, not over yet.
Higgs coming out there behind Car Heroes.
I was gonna say, it looks like we got the McLarens buddying up a little bit.
All I know is that apparently Mike Stoffman was 8 laps ahead of everybody.
Yikes. Well, he also hasn't pit, but still.
Oh, the cones went flying. It's now outside that.
So something's either up with Heroes, or Higgs just is on pace right now. He's gained about 0.3 of a second just in that one section. So
Fastest lap is, I think, a second faster than Car Heroes.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Hello there, Richard.
It'll be interesting to see how he navigates his teammate, and then also tries to make up room on Simmons there. As you can see, pulling up the timing sheet. Quite the spread. We have some battles forming, but most of them, for the most part, my apologies, it's kind of just evolving like a race usually does, I think.
You need Mr. Peachy to strap a rocket to that thing and start harpooning everybody all the way to the front.
I approve.
Yeah. That's my theory. Is just that
was in the pits.
I can't confirm, but it's certainly possible. The Heroes is losing some big time on Stokes. It looks like he's not going to be catching him anytime soon. But it'll be interesting to see how Higgs navigates his teammate there. Probably won't just let him by, but he's a good deal slower, so I guess we'll see what happens. Yeah, those McLarens look great together. Oh, diving into turn 10, that might be a little bit sketchy. I'm not sure.
Far behind, get the undercut.
No,
he didn't get the run out.
He can't get the run, no, he's gonna... Well,
Oh.
I guess. Maybe he just let him by, it looks like.
Oh, stop me on the pits.
Well, he pit after, what, lap 2, I believe it was? He pit real early. I'm inclined to think that he just missed the window open, but...
Aha. Oh.
What a
Back
bastard.
limits.
Hey man, gotta go fast.
Probably that second chicane.
And now we're on board with Softmail, our current race leader. Got a handy 22-second lead over Iwanchuk, and that doesn't include the pit that he has to still take. So, gotta play it safe and not do anything too rash.
That sounds boring.
It sounds successful.
Whatever.
Well, when Iwanchuk, we'll see where the gap extends to or not after his pit is taken into account. Looks like Car Heroes is hanging on to Higgs, which is, I'll be honest, I wasn't expecting that too much. And the lap lost less than a second, so that's kind of not to be expected. Oh yeah, it's gonna be closing real soon.
Dun-dun.
When Car Heroes took a pit.
I don't think Car Heroes is gonna make it. They're still in the back.
Didn't realize there was a pit window, so he went in before.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Oh, it's
Blue flag, blue flag.
Who's closing now?
Green Porsche. That's probably Butler.
Come on, blue flag.
Oh, getting a little bit hairy on that exit, but he picked it back up. Now,
Pay attention to the blue flags.
yeah, Higgs is not gonna be happy, especially after getting held up with that turn. He's gonna make a move. It's gonna work. No big deal. Now we'll see if Heroes can make the same move. He still showing not pitting, so I don't know what's going on with that, but
At the end of the race.
we'll have to see how he. Oh, that's a good point. He'll have to navigate these next 3 corners with a Porsche in front of him.
Not a bad car to look at, but preferably we want to look at the back of the McLaren instead.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really like the back of the 911 too much. It's a little pudgy.
Hey, nobody work shaming.
That's a good point.
We here at the ESR won't stand for any kind of shaming that I personally don't perpetrate myself.
Okay, sounds good.
Especially with the
on
kind of
board
food
Car
we're
Heroes.
serving up.
Yeah, if you want to look at that, go into the recipe room experience room on Discord, and you will gain 10 pounds.
Oh, we just had
go
someone
there.
off track. Who is that? That looks like a Bentley, or maybe a Mercedes.
Strapping.
Could have been
Maybe.
Verstappen. No,
No?
it was around turn 4, so around the kind of fourth turn. I
We
don't know.
can
Maybe
see a replay.
I guess we'll figure it out.
Oh, he wasn't there, so
He's not there
maybe he got
anymore.
moving.
I'm not seeing too big a discrepancy in the timing, so I don't know what happened there. Simmons. Stokes is actually making some good pace. Closing the gap to just 1 1/4 seconds. Let's see if we can put that twin turbo V8 to good use and reel in a Porsche.
Just throws the bratwurst at him, he will turn around, come get it.
Ooh, bratwurst, don't mind if I do.
Oh, yeah.
The Porsche is superior.
My German automobile.
I'm waiting for somebody to put a Porsche race team together and call it the Master Racers or something like that.
Oh my gosh.
Oh no.
Is that going too far?
I don't know. You might have to take it up with the stewards about that one.
Fair enough.
Hey man, if you can get the ugly car penalty implemented, you could probably get that.
Hell yeah.
Oh, cut track
taking-
there, Wesley.
Just munching up all the chicanes. There's a cone sitting on the side of the road there.
25 track limits.
I wouldn't blame if you couldn't see him though. Those Bentleys have terrible visibility. Still holding him. Simmons is still holding him at arm's length though. Look at a 1 1/3 seconds.
Don't expect Richard to catch up to Wesley, judging by his fastest lap.
What was that, Matt?
I think his fastest lap was 31 something.
Okay. Yeah, so don't think he's gonna be able to get to Stokes too much unless there's an accident.
Which, given
Which-
Wesley, is a possibility.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Under attack by Mr. Wait, who is this? No, that's a back marker.
Ow. Right, heroes, what's going on?
Picha. I don't know what that was about. Looks like Heroes is taking some interesting lines. I'm not familiar with the Lexus, but the McLaren is a pretty well balanced car, so I'm not sure that he's gonna be able to make up.
Oh, Car Heroes looks like he has some damage there.
Oh, yeah, got a little bit of hood wiggle there.
Yeah.
Although he's catching him on the straights. Maybe that Lexus is fast in the straights.
It was pretty good around this track. First lap out in it, I managed like a 29.6 or something like that.
Looks like Stokes is. Hey, yeah, you caught on right as I was gonna say. Looks like Stokes is catching Simmons ever so slightly. Got about a half second on the last lap. I don't. Doesn't. I was gonna say it doesn't matter because we were.
They are the pits. And yet they cannot.
There's a good little battle for 11th going on with Hutchinson and Wallace. Stokes is eking up on Simmons there. Not sure how much time he's going to be able to make. He's only got about 1 lap left after this one. So he's going to have to pull some rabbit out of his hat.
Mill is.
That's true. I'd say it's probably behind him, so he might have time for another lap after that. I pretty doubt it, though.
What happened to Travis Wallace there?
Yes. Battle for 11th. Well, this is probably more interesting. Still eking up, down 2/10 over the last sector. He might be able to pull this off. He's going to have a pretty stellar last lap, though. Although the Bentley's certainly up to the task. That you don't argue with that straight line speed. Down another 10th. Down to half a second. Oh!
Oh, little mistake
Simmons runs
there.
a little wide. That might be the ticket that Stokes needs. Stokes playing it
Capitalize on
very
it.
cautiously.
Oh,
Going a
too
little wide
hot.
himself. Broke himself a little bit. That might give Simmons his chance back.
See if we can send it into the chicane.
Oh, very nice.
He's gonna get
That's
him.
gonna be it. That's gonna be it. He's gonna make it. But will it be enough? looks like he had to swerve to brake maybe. Oh, it's not going to be enough. That might be it. That's the last long straight we have. Although Simmons butchering the outside chicane there.
Now he's going to have
going around the outside.
lines.
He's got the speed advantage, but is he going to have the distance advantage?
Uh-huh.
And cutting him close, a little bit close. Simmons closes the
Oh!
door. Stokes spins him, gives him a little nudge. That looked fair to me. I don't think there was any foul play there. Yeah,
like the horse is just
Took
a
a little
little
bit of a weird hop coming off that curb.
Yeah, it looked like the car unseated itself just a little bit, and looks like Stokes gave him a little nudge there, but you can't. There's only so much you can do when you're in that close proximity and your hood is 30 feet long like that Bentley. Oh, that was an exciting end to a really interesting battle there. Looks like we maybe got something up Heroes and Navon. Higgs is up into 5th. And looks like our pitters got disqualified as we predicted. Maybe we'll have to go back and review to see if that's gonna be. Oh, looks like Heroes got by Navon. Or wait, I might have messed that one up. Navon has the look. Last turn, he's not gonna have the run. That McLaren's too fast. And will Car Heroes get disqualified? Yep. So I guess we'll have to look at the footage to see if that was because of not pitting during window, or if there was some fishier going on here. I have no doubt that it was Byron's fault.
I may or may not have talked to some people, and they may or may not have seen things my way.
Talk to the judge. No, I'm just kidding.
Guilty!
Oh, he is the judge? Dang it.
I'm Judge Judy and the executioner. No, wait, what was that?
Judge Judy. I appreciate that. Alright, so to everyone's surprise, Stoffmeal was able to pull out a first place.
I am thoroughly shocked.
Yep. How about you one, Chuck? Stokes, Simmons, Higgs. Higgs pulled off a pretty impressive roll, I think. Navon, Young, Barker, Verstreppen, Wallace, and Picha. With Heroes, Hutchinson, and Butler maybe being disqualified. We'll have to see come further review. Sounds good.
Yeah, I could have sworn I saw Car Heroes pit there.
Well,
I think more than likely he pitted before the pit window.
yeah, that makes sense.
Like Travis is not too happy about crew chief. You need to pit, yeah.
You idiots! You are taking not enough tires!
Straps him to the hood.
99999. I hope we've successfully alienated all of our German audience.
Not at all. They like that kind of thing.
Oh, good.
Yeah, masochists, yeah.
You must push the pedal harder.
Go faster.
Yeah. This is a serious race. Don't drive with your clown shoes on.
Oh. Actually, I think that'd be the new. If Stoffmeal has so much ballast in any particular thing that they just can't give him more, then they start doing things like that, where we got to give your driver like shoes 3 sizes too big. And
That would be something.
We might let 3 squirrels loose in your car.
Squirrels.
Hey, qualifying too.
Right, here we go.
Time for qualifying 2. I was gonna say I was under the impression we were just doing reversed layout, but that's all good.
No. It's all going
How
to
dare
crash.
you.
He's going to come back to nonsense.
Yeah, anarchy is going to reign.
Well, I mean, it kind of was before, but now even more so.
Now it'll reign without supervision.
Ready blood!
Does everyone have their Guy Fawkes mask ready?
Affirmative. I'll just comb my beard up over my face and never be able to see me.
And for the record, I do know it's pronounced Guy Fawkes.
Yeah.
But,
Okay.
so
Actually, I believe half of the internet pronounces it Jai Fox.
Guy Fawkes. Is that like his brother Gyration?
Yeah. There's a joltfish. Keeps the joltfish in his garage. With his giraffe.
Oh my god. Oh, that's good.
Geronimo.
Shut up.
This Honda NSX GT3 Evo.
I had a friend who, if anybody can't tell, we're riffing on the whole GIF versus GIF thing, which I pronounce it correctly, and a friend of mine pronounced it with the J sound.
Oh, well,
And
I think you guys can't be friends anymore, right?
Well, I mean, we straightened it all out because I asked him why he pronounced that way.
With a bat.
And he's like, well, I just kind of, that's the way somebody else said it, so I thought that's the way it was said. I'm like, well, it stands for Graphics Interchange Format. And he's like, oh, no, that makes more sense. Yeah, it's totally GIF then.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because
Graphics.
I heard that the creator of the GIF pronounces it GIF.
Yeah. But
And I'd like
he
you
released the
to know if
format
you're
and then
listening.
didn't comment. He didn't say one thing or the other for like 20 years afterwards. And by that time, it's too late. He's already wrong.
And I would like to, if in case you're listening, Stevie Wilhite, you're totally wrong. It's pronounced GIF. Just so
Correct.
you know. Yeah. So the internet's decided, and you're wrong.
That is correct.
Probably watching.
I don't know, but I'm covering all the bases in the event that he is.
You'll find it. one of these
Steve
days.
Wilhite, not GIF.
You'll wake up
Oh.
tomorrow, you'll be the laughingstock of the entire internet.
No one. Let's hope. No one puts peanut butter in your computer,
Not in. No,
unless you're Linus Tech Tips. Maybe.
perhaps.
All right, so it looks like we've got a couple laps going. Oh, okay, good.
Oh, car heroes go
we
wide
got
there.
car heroes off. Yep, that's. Woo! Yuan Chuck is. He is able to keep it off.
Might not be happy.
Yeah, I don't know if he's on his flying lap, but he could be. No, he probably is. It's been 4 minutes.
17,000 minutes.
First lap by Verstappen, 130.4. That's not first lap.
I think Stockdale should take the Honda and handicap himself.
Young setting a 133 something. One Chuck and someone else coming across the line. You want Chuck with a 131.032.
Flat.
I wonder if how much of that was caused by Mr. Heroes. Looks like we got Stoffmeal pulling in behind. No, that's not Stoffmeal, is it?
That's
No,
Simon's.
he's got the golf living.
Monsieur Simons.
Monsieur Simon, je pense.
You must drive the racing car.
You twist the bumper like you do the mustache.
You must sometimes press the brake pedal.
Not that frequent.
Must send it into the chicken.
Send it to the max, oui.
Oh,
You must do those good slides. That's more last filing in. Wonder if the track is colder than it was in the last session. It looks like it's been maybe a bit colder.
Interesting to see.
it does look about evening time, so I would assume that it will not be as warm as it would be. Because the last one was around noontime in game, right?
That looks about right.
so I'm assuming that it's cool enough. And the rattlesnakes will be coming out to warm themselves on the track.
Oh yeah, that would be so metal.
Rattlesnakes in Belgium.
Yeah.
Surprise!
They are imported rattlesnakes.
You get some from the finest herpetologists.
Herpetologist. Oh, looks like Heroes is off. Who's that? Who placed that tree there?
Who put this wall here?
Jump here, you are fired.
You are fired.
No, that's more of a German thing.
I thought that was a Donald
Put this
Trump
wall
thing.
here. You are fired.
Oh. It looks like Stoffmill's the only one who's kept his laps consistent in spite of the later race time. I wonder if that's a result of really the track cooling off or just people not being quite on the pace.
That's just Stoffmill.
Yeah, stop mill back.
He is pretty consistently consistent.
Matt, just so you know, your microphone is exploding.
It's the remix version.
Oh. Didn't know we had Skrillex in the stream.
I think
Oh, it's like he's here next to me.
Because I'm pretty sure Skrillex, like a squirrel, just got inside his studio one day and he just woke up and found that on his computer.
That would explain his haircut.
Yeah, I think the squirrel's probably a lot to do with that too.
Yeah. The lap times are coming down a little bit. You want to check, we're in 130.4 for 2. Wallace right on him, 3 thousandths behind, 130.423. And then again repeated with Verstappen and Stokes, 492 versus 495. Got some really close racing going on.
Mm-hmm. Wallace is fast as hell, but he is also emotional.
Oh.
He
listens to
pretty
Linkin
sure.
Park.
I'm pretty sure if you look on Discord, his nickname still up there is Anger God. For a while, I was parodying him, and my nickname was Hunger God. Once again, check out the Recipe Room Experience Room on Discord.
Yeah, if anyone's interested in checking out this footage or paying more attention to these races, feel free to check out our Discord. Not sure if there's a link in the description, but
I believe there should be. If not, Martin's fired.
Probably. Okay. I'm not watching the stream right now, or else because my eardrums would be blown out. But
yeah. Well, I've got 3 monitors, so one of them's got this, one of them's got the stream but pause, and I'm reading chat as much as humanly possible. But only Lucky Wolfen is. Oh, hey, what happened?
Oh, that was not very composed. Let's get a replay. Just overcooked it a little bit, and then hit some snap oversteer and into the wall. That wasn't. Luckily, it's qualifying. I don't know if this game has time for repairs between rounds, but all right. Stoffmill's just going to look at the gravel trap.
He's been disqualified.
I wonder if it's 8th under or what? Board of Wallace now.
Could be anything.
You think that car has enough rev lights?
No. Need the whole dash to the LED panel.
Basically got it. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, including the backup camera there. Oh, I'm so stone cold. There you go. What? And there's a roof in here?
Good day, sir.
This is clearly Aston Martin. It does not have
What
qual.
happened?
We can hear you. Aston Martin knows their weakness is reliability, so they got to double up, triple up on that.
Quincept.
In case one fails.
Yep. Just the
Stoffmill with a
rearview
big
mirror
lead
falls
out.
off. What'd you say?
Stoffmill with a 128.6.
Yeah. Got a pretty steady gradient going down the field. Butler still hasn't set a lap. Still got 10 minutes though. We've got plenty of time.
See if he does.
Heroes and Riggs closing up the bottom 3 with Butler, Hutchinson to follow, then Barker, Picha, Young, Simmons, Avon, Stokes, Iwanchuk, Wallace, Verstappen, and Stoffmeal. Oh, they are closing in slightly. Verstappen recently set a 1:29.796, so still about a second off, but not letting him have too much breathing room.
And Stoffmeal gets faster and faster and faster.
Stop feeding him. You're making a mistake.
No more fuel for you.
I thought the other car had too many rearview mirrors. This one has 3 from where I sit right now.
Need at least 17 for optimal safety.
Yeah, it's true. We're in at 3:00:21. Not sure about that.
Probably losing the pits.
Oh, good point.
Very close between Travis and Verstappen.
Travis? Oh yeah, Wallace, right. So I don't know everyone's first names.
Spent the last season battling Travis and Kyrol.
Carol Vega.
Oh, Verstappen's just munching up those chicanes.
That's not how you do it.
I wonder if his steering wheel works. Is it connected?
Controller.
No, I meant on the car. Yeah. Catch him back up. Verstappen's on him too. Iwanchuk is notably absent from the top 3. Board with Travis Wallace and then. Very nice.
Come on, you can do better than that.
I think he might just play it safe from there. Don't get those extra points for podium, for pole, but might still better just to play it safe.
I don't know much.
Well, thankfully, I guess you are watching. Thankfully, you're not racing.
No. Well, thankfully, I'm not coaching.
That too.
What the fuck was that? God damn it! Get out there and try.
Private, I couldn't help but notice all 4 of your bumpers are still on. All 2 of them.
Are you really even trying? You got both headlights.
Not sure what to do with my hands.
If only Arlie Ermy was still alive so we could get him to commentate here.
Yeah, Jack Wagon?
Yeah, Jack! Yeah.
What they fucking do, sweetheart?
Yep. Maybe we can find some self-confidence for you in Mamby-Pamby land.
Here in the pit lane, you are all equally worthless.
Get some Full Metal Jacket quotes going on in here.
Yeah,
The race director.
Some of those you can't use, but yeah.
Oh. Really? Of Stoffmeal? We could be witnessing a prolific. I'm not seeing his sector time, so only based on what I see, looks like a pretty tidy last turn 10. Oh. Yep. Do some off-roading.
Well, you see, with them chicanes, you just go real fast in a straight line. That first bump will hop you over the next 2 things every time.
Yep.
Break.
This is so coming up to Kleina, turn 5,
too much
getting a
speed.
little bit untidy in the middle there, but this is not Kleina, this is turn 10. 1:30.19.
Oh, that's invalid.
You calling an invalid?
Who aren't I calling an invalid?
Why don't your takes do better?
Braking real hot. getting a little bit sideways. Coming back up. Just a tad hair faster. Oh, we got. That might be the end of that lap.
Yeah.
Who was that? Was that a Butler?
Simone's.
Oh.
Try to butcher those names as much as possible.
I'm sure they'd love that.
Actually, Max really does enjoy it. So you can come up with some alternate pronunciation. We've done Simmons, Simon, Simone's.
Demons?
Seaman was actually thrown out there yesterday in the Enduro. We already have Simeon Naku, so we can't really go with Simeon. That would be very confusing.
Yeah, but Simeon doesn't race this, so we're good.
I proposed that all letters were silent and his last name was actually Jones.
Alright. What about, what if we just, went a little Michael Jackson and went, Simone! Simone!
Maybe.
A little bit untidy, but picked it back up. 28. No, yep. 1.98. Very nice. That's good enough for fourth. Oop. Bentley, I assume, is Stokes. Very hungry for those chicanes.
Riccardo.
Sí, Ricardo Navon. Muy caliente.
Bellissimo.
Está en la biblioteca.
¿Dónde está el baño?
Bueno.
Ricardo Mataleon Navon.
Totally spaghetti rigatoni.
That's Italian, don't be racist.
Oh, very nice. 130 flat.
Fastest of the set.
Very, very good. I think he's going to be happy with that.
Takes do better.
If you want, Chuck can pull it back. Or, wait, no, he didn't get past. Never mind. The invisible waffle.
Sophomore of the 28.3.
130 flat. Hair faster than Navon, but not good enough for it to beat his best.
Oh.
Having a little bit of a brown pants moment.
This is the pits.
There.
See you at the pit, motherfucker!
The final order is Stoffmeal, Verstappen, Wallace rounding up the top three, Yuan, Chuck, and Navon on the top five, Simmons, Stokes, Higgs, Young, and Heroes in the top 10, and then Picha, Barker, Butler, and Hutchinson rounding us out. Only ran 4 laps, so maybe he just had some tuning issues he was trying to resolve. Essentially, I don't know.
You and Chuck is the lab master.
Which would make sense given he's the fastest.
I was gonna say.
I think it'd be more surprising if he didn't have all 3.
He's just brutally awesome at that last sector.
Yeah, I was gonna say Sector 3 is just 3 seconds faster than everyone else. Just num. Give me your soul.
All right, so here's who's taking what bet? Does Stoffmeal get it all the way down to 128 flat?
No, I don't think so.
I know there's guys that can do 127s that I used to race with.
Damn.
Yeah. I posted it to the chat. One of his laps. My dad's done that to Stoffmill before, but Stoffmill hasn't joined them yet. Nervous.
Alright, so as we take in this glorious timing sheet here.
4:20 p.m. Blizzard.
Nice.
It's kind of interesting. The gap between first and last is less than 4 seconds. That's not something I'm used to seeing.
Yeah, pretty close.
Yeah, and no one said anything in a little bit.
Allow me to change that.
Oh! He said something about Hitler. Kick him out.
Hey, I haven't even logged on yet.
Здравствуйте.
Transylvania?
Yeah, is the best racing car.
Меня зовут... Не.
До свидания.
That actually doesn't mean anything.
Doesn't mean goodbye.
No.
No.
What? Das Vidania?
Спасибо.
What about Здравствуйте?
No,
Haven't figured that
Strovia.
one out yet.
I thought that one meant like kind of hello.
Oh, Здравствуйте. Hello.
That's way longer.
You
Yeah.
keep saying stuff about Transylvania. I don't get it.
I got bored when history class and I decided to learn Russian.
That seems fair.
I took a quarter of Russian, but I've forgotten most of it.
I'm trying to get better.
All you need to know is Spetsnaz and Nostrovia.
Tuka Bliet.
Bliet! It is a beautiful day out here on track.
Vodka. Blah, blah.
We use vodka to soften tire compound.
Vodka is in my drinking bottle.
And Martin and I refuse to acknowledge you in chat because you're an admin.
I forgot how long the first race was, but the second one is 25 minutes.
Yep, they're both 25.
Okay.
Which is not always the case.
Flesh wound.
Got lots of guys with J first names in this race,
Yup.
even outnumbering the ever popular M.
We got John Young, John Peachin, John Barker, and John Butler. They're all. I know that's not actually accurate. Do not at me.
It is, I think.
No, there's
John Barker, Johnny Young, John Picha, and I don't know.
James Butler.
James Butler? Okay.
That's the joke.
No.
R/Boosh.
Correct.
R/no, yes. Oh, headlights are coming on.
We do not have Mike Magus in that field, so we can make fun of him for not showing up and being a slacker.
Look forward to it.
Slackers.
Look at these slackers
Slackers.
back there.
I predict Stoffmill's gonna win.
What?
I think
Stoffmill is,
Verstappen used the automatic start, which is slower than doing it yourself.
Yeah, it looks like he let him catch up.
Like he needs any advantage. We should do a reverse grid instead.
I think we should deduct points for all the racers because none of them have Christmas lights on their car.
Correct.
I will be beat.
And the Santa and or Rudolph Rangers. Or antlers, sorry. Reindeers.
Rudolph the head-nosed reindeer.
Yeah, it's fun Monday.
Oh, sorry, I don't
Rudolph's
think we have any
the
Brazilians here in this race.
The headlight versus no headlight strategy might come into play here.
I
Well,
prefer
I mean,
headlights to
headlights,
blind them.
Headlights
Yeah.
just lay you down and you go slower. You don't need those.
Got stickers.
Those
It's extra
glow-in-the-dark
5 horsepower.
Surprised there hasn't been a Blip Shift sponsored car. Because they can just print horsepower stickers and they win.
I mean, more horsepower is better than less horsepower.
It's true. True, horsepower is better than horsepower.
For cow power.
Cow power.
Underrated.
Greens
Cows
use
pretty
dog
tough.
power.
What about yak power?
What about beluga whale power?
Don't
How
think
many-
any cars.
How many ducks do you need to equal one beluga?
About 30,000.
It's a lot. Duck power.
Not as much as algae power.
Dang! I don't even want to know about that.
Alright, we are green flag racing.
Green light. Give it all you can.
It's lights out and away they go.
Big contact between Verstappen and
That's
Wallace.
a
Oh
solid
my
good
gosh!
well by
Oh my
right
gosh!
straight.
Looks like Barker front-ended. He had a high side in a car. I didn't know that was possible.
Lord have mercy.
Yeah,
Like you and Chuck.
looks like he hit heroes and then basically high-sided. That is, I've never seen that happen before. Hope his car's okay.
Oh, it's probably quite damaged.
I don't have high hopes for that. Still holding on to 12th though. Although in spite of that, we're pretty even on the field. Not too many cars trailing too far. Looks like the Bentleys are bunching up at the fight for third. Got a fight between Simmons and Iwanchuk. Going around the outside of turn 5, 6.
The villain of chicane.
Delightful.
We're going through the super long turn 7. Oh, diving a little bit on the... A little bit tires on the off the track there. If I can figure out what words are.
Yeah, overrated.
I agree, but unfortunately as a commentator, kind of have to know words.
Words, I mean, are things, and should be recognized as such.
Making grunts.
He's not wrong.
Ah!
Yeah. Oh! Looks like Young had a bad out.
Oh.
Little bump to Higgs and he goes around.
Will not be happy.
Looks like Higgs just tried to take advantage of that slower car, but it got a little bit too aggressive and
Didn't give
Young
him
just-
enough room.
Young just finished the deal.
You'll like it when they get very aggressive. Stuff meal watch, already 2 seconds ahead of everybody.
Ah? Where did Navon come from?
Behind people.
I'm not sure.
One Martin.
And whose fault is that?
Oh, Navon is off. That's a hard off into the gravel. His tires are going to be hurting after that. Oh, and still putting 2 wheels off on the next corner. That leaves Verstappen to just... Oh, well,
Let's see
Verstappen
if
had
he
it,
can
but
capitalize
Stokes
on
might
this.
not be able to make it. That superior straight line speed might not be all it's cracked out to be, but he's going to complete it. And Wallace is breathing down his neck hole.
Giggity.
Oh, braking a little early, taking the chicane a little bit tight. Can Wallace capitalize on that? Looks like he's got a little bit of better exit speed, but I don't think he's going to be able to make that much use of it. He might try to dive to the inside, but I don't think so. Yeah, brake early. That's good. Good idea. Save it for next time. Meanwhile, Simmons is busy breathing down Wallace's neck. He's getting real close. Ooh, man. Took a little bit late, so he's got not as good of an exit, but Aston Martin not known for their straight line speed, so we'll see if he can make that back up. Plus, he's got a very good, close, clean draft.
Well, the BOP is different for each track.
I vote you just set them all on fire.
Well, they're trying their best. Wallace trying to go around the outside of Navon, but it's not going to happen. There's not enough room. Taking kind of an insecure line, but it's going to work out, not losing any time there. Dropping 2 wheels on the outside. Turn 7. Over Stokes now. And Vaughn and Wallace are still there, but they're losing a little bit of ground each turn, so it looks like Stokes is going to be able to capitalize from the battle happening behind him. And Vaughn picking up some time from Wallace.
I'm going to take a pit stop of my own. Even before the window's open, I'll be back in a couple seconds.
You're going to get disqualified there, Byron, but
yeah, well, I'm very
your,
attractive, and I talk my way back in every time.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, you know the streets. Yeah, I believe
he
it.
went quite airborne, so that would make sense.
I was surprised that the engine is still in the car. But, yeah, so he's going to have to make 2 pit stops. That's going to hurt, but I suppose probably not more than the damage would have.
Tom Barker got hit up the rear. Get invited to dinner first.
Yeah, normally you don't do that till at least the 3rd date, but I guess it's up to them. Oh. Navon just handily butchering that chicane in turn 7. Wallace trying to make a run for it, but he had a not very good turn 8 of his own. Or turn 7, that's all one turn. Oh, very good.
No stroke now.
Unevening back out. Oh, okay, that's good. It's a pretty even race, not too much gap really popping up except for to Barker, but that's because he took an extra pit stop. Grippin losing some ground to Stop Meal, but
What's this about some strippers?
could be.
Can't afford strippers. Oh.
Yeah. Oh, Wallace having a big off.
Blew all our money on gas. We don't have money for entertainment.
It's alright, the gas was entertainment.
Giggity.
Help me, Oprah Winfrey.
Help me, Tom Cruise.
Actually,
Nice.
I prefer the producer tool myself.
I prefer the screenplay writer tool.
That is key
For
to
executive producer.
success. Least amount of work, most.
Yeah, I was gonna say the nothing tool. It's just open hogging resources.
Guy walking around looking at everything like, yeah, that's a good job.
Yep. Yep, that's a race car.
Pit window is open.
Y'all done good.
Alright, pit window is open.
John Barker, you should have toughed it out.
Well, he must have had something bad going on, or else, yeah, or maybe do they realize that there's a delayed window?
Maybe. Well, I guess we'll find out at the end of the race.
Yeah. Humble Wallace.
Looks like something happened to him.
Who's that? Navon?
Simone is quite close behind.
Oh, Simone, right. I forgot. Simmons having a good race as well. Although, Wallace just won't leave it alone. He's back on Navone like a friggin' something that's on something else. I don't know, my metaphors.
Like white-out rice on a polar bear, in a glass of milk on a paper plate on a polar bear in a snowstorm.
Oh, alright. You heard it first, people.
All disqualified.
We'll see, I guess. I'm interested to see if Wallace will be able to make this pass happen. He's been setting it up for a while, but he's just gotten unlucky, it seems like.
I have a feeling he'll probably get there.
Looks like he's got the pace, though.
Not knowing anything about Navone, I do know Travis, and he'll get there.
Well, looks like he's almost there already. Down to 0.3 of a second through just about 3 turns. Although he does have a 1 check breathing down his neck, so...
You and Chuck can be interesting. He can either do very, very well or bad things happen.
Maybe both at the
last
same
season.
Time. Maybe.
No one letting anyone else have any breathing room, so... That could be good for the fight, but maybe they're gonna start losing on Verstappen, it seems. Lead up to 10 seconds. Or, 3 seconds, rather. Looks like Stopper might be pitting. Verstappen's gap is down to 1.5 seconds. No, doesn't look like it. Maybe he just had a bad spot of luck, it seems.
The bad mother shut your mouth.
Play. Bear stock the fuck up.
Wow. He might have had an off. Let's see if Verstappen can capitalize on it.
I reflexively just looked in chat on the broadcast, just assuming that Stoffmeal took a quick break to chat with us, but he did not. And we have, I believe, Lucky Seven Wolf in here says hemorrhoid, which sure, let's do that.
Yeah, I don't see him.
Left.
Butler.
He is timeless.
Looks like the only real close battle we got here is this Picha versus Heroes, but not sure that's gonna end up working out. Looks like there's something wrong with the timing. Oh no, there's just there's a lap in between Stokes and that.
Yes, James Butler gave up with this game.
Battle for 11th currently. In the 720S of Heroes and the RCF of Picha. I think some people forgot they have headlights. But if you don't need it, then I guess don't use it. It does. Coming into turn 10, it seems. Yep. Just diving a little bit on the brakes, but not too hard. That's our 50% mark. 12.5 minutes left.
Lucky
Hero's taking a really defensive line, but it's almost too defensive, really. Oh, they're oversteering, and Peach on the inside of turn 2. That's just gonna be easy peasy.
In chat, your boy Lucky Wolfen has said nighttime at Zolder is when people say you can see the ghost of Gilles Villeneuve at the second chicane, which sounds a little spooky.
That is pretty spooky. I guess we'll see if that's true.
But since he was French, he didn't have.
Oh, Peach goes around. Oh, that was not a good accident into turn 5. Just looked like he had a little bit of lift-off oversteer there. Yep, it just wasn't happening. RCF, a very balanced car, but can get squirrely if you're not paying attention. There's the end of that battle. It still says he's ahead. Oh, no, there you go. Okay. Like Navone is going into the pits. Oh, who's that? Hutchinson, drive-through penalty, speeding in pit lane. That's not as good.
Ricky, you gotta get below the speed.
I don't think Max is going fast enough to win this race. He just seems to be just split apart.
Seems like it. Wallace chasing down Stokes. Still got 3.5 seconds, so he's got a bit of work left to do, but it's definitely possible. Especially it seems that Stokes is being held up by Iwanchuk a little bit. Got down to 1.5 seconds. Still getting a little bit, got his right turn signal on. I didn't know these cars had turn signals.
I believe they do. I think since they had to be close to the road cars, so they had to have turns.
Well, if that's the case, I permanently have my left turn signal on all the time.
Well, Stokes is looking like my grandma with his turn signal on.
Hell yeah, give her.
I was at a GT4 race over the summer. Portland International Raceway. Really. World Challenge. There were a couple of cars that just were running around with their turn signal on. Probably kind of hard to notice. But it was kind of interesting to watch. A couple of Audis, I think they were.
We're there?
Were there?
We're there?
Yeah, there were.
Indeed, all the lawyers that are.
Were you there?
Oh, I was there, yeah.
I think we should definitely have a NASCAR circuit, and everybody has to signal left all the time.
Well, unfortunately, they need to have some lights on those cars, I think.
They don't have lights, that's unsafe. They should shut the whole thing down.
Track's always lit, though.
Well, in order to have turn signals, you gotta have lights.
I think they should. Well, if they're going to do that, then they should have at least 30% of their races after 9 p.m. Just for entertainment.
I mean, yeah, the track's lit.
Nope, no lights.
Okay, no lights. Okay, nothing.
The whole crowd gets night vision goggles, but not the drivers.
That'd be a fantastic deal. Those things are expensive.
Hell yeah.
Folks going off, dipping two wheels a little bit. Still reeling in Iwanchuk. Had down to half a second coming into turn 5 here. The classic chicane. Very composed, very clean. And that gap probably down just a hair. Looks like the gap is getting smaller still. Verstappen keeping his gap to his Stoffmill down to less than 5 seconds. So he's not losing too much time in the last few laps. And with that, everyone's pit window is closed. You can see the raw straight line power of the Bentley. He's eating up that gap between Stokes and Iwanchuk. Yes. Very good exit. We got 7 minutes left. Just ticked over 7 minutes. We got that turn signal on.
I would. That would be my gimmick. I would just put that on. And, or can you do the emergency flashers? I would just put those on. I would be the big.
You just gotta press both the buttons at the same time.
You would never want to race against me.
Oh, yep. Wallace is flashing his brights at him, saying, "Hey, you got your light on." I'm not sure if he notices.
I'm gonna say, "Hey, look back here."
Oh, going for a pass. Stokes versus Iwanchuk, not gonna happen quite yet. He is breathing down Iwanchuk's throat though.
Helping him. He's backing him into Travis, looks like.
Into turn 7. Yeah, well, at some point Stokes is gonna have to. Yeah, at some point he's gonna have to worry about Travis. He probably wants to get by Iwanchuk as fast as possible. We're coming into turn 10. A little bit unsteady on that exit, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Still down to a half second, but well, it's not good for Stokes. He's going to be like Germany, fighting two fronts.
And one of them's going to be really cold.
Yep, that's going to be the English front.
Neat.
Oh.
No, the English front is just cold and wet.
Yeah. We're kind of curious to see if Byron, something's up with your mic. You're getting all your clicks and stuff. There we go.
Oh, strange. No, it was sometimes my mouse is a little sensitive, and sometimes it's not sensitive enough and doesn't realize when I've released the press the top.
Ah. Stokes is holding off Wallace, but he's still not happy. Going into turn 8 now. Takes it wide, hoping for a runoff, but it's not going to happen. Into turn 9.
Not close enough for a dive.
Gotta run, but yeah, not gonna make it happen, I don't think. What he's gotta do is concentrate on this run here. If he can make that happen, ooh, it might happen. That was a pretty good one. Oh, no, not good enough though. Yes.
Grab for the final podium position.
This is bad for Stokes, but it's even worse for Iwanchuk. He could give up his podium and potentially be down to 5th, which I have no doubt he doesn't want to do that. But ooh, is Stokes gonna let that happen? That's the question. And then where's Wallace end up in all this? Wallace is now down to closer than Stokes is.
That'll be the title of my next children's book. Where's Wallace?
Where's Wallace? Yeah, what was your last children's book?
Don't ask.
Don't ask? Is that the name of the book, or?
Oh, that's easy. Everybody knows how to do that.
His last children's book was Everything's Better with Barbecue Sauce.
Dude, if you cook it right, you don't need no sauce.
Book. That sounds like a great title. What kind of barbecue sauce do you use?
I do not. I cook correctly. I don't need sauce.
Salt and pepper, bud.
S&P for me.
Good choice.
400, 5 minutes each side. Bill Marks, bud.
So we see coming into turn 2, Wallace has lost some ground on Stokes. But Stokes isn't making any progress. I think he's also lost some on Iwanchuk. Got a little bit of fight developing between Young and Simmons, but not much. Oh. And Iwanchuk is coming up on Verstappen a little bit. We could be heading into a kind of interesting situation here. And, oh. And here's Mr. Simmons. Must have lost some good ground here because it said he's half a second, but now... Oh yeah, down 2 seconds. He must have had a weird off or something. Never mind.
Shut up, Wesley!
Shut up, Wesley!
Bloody hell.
Next...
Okay,
I love the
the
next
leader's on the
generation.
final lap now. Give it all you can.
The leader's on final lap. This is turn 7, so this is going to be the second to last lap for these guys.
And she's killing me. All she's got.
I can't do it, Captain!
Go on.
What y'all notice that oh, my monitor's turned off. What was that? Uh-oh. There you go.
Oh,
Oh,
gotcha.
Stokes is in the wall.
Damn.
Is that Stokes or Verstappen?
That was good, I think.
Do not think it's either of those. Right. It's definitely your boy Navo. Perhaps not.
Is it Navon? I thought it was the Bentley it looked like.
I couldn't tell you. It was black.
It was the size of a planet, that's all I know.
Yep, that's why I thought it was a Bentley. Yeah, it might have been Navone. Well, have we got something
Perhaps
going on
not.
with the scoreboard, or
That happens all the time.
oh, it might have been Pizza. I didn't. Wasn't. My monitor's turned off.
The leader has finished the race.
Maybe they turned off in protest of my accent.
That's possible.
Protesting.
Alright, so this is Stokes' last chance. It's not gonna happen. He's too far, I think. Yep. And D1 check does the victory headlight flash. And Stokes still has his turn signal on. That's good. Everyone's so happy. Race is over.
Or they're
Hooray,
angry.
we all survived except
Or they're
for
angry.
one thing.
Grr, yeah. We all survived for the most part, except Barker. He might have a level 3 concussion or something.
Correct.
Really a sign of, it's a really more success for Barker than anyone that he was able to overcome his horrific, life-threatening injuries and finish the race.
His terminal thrillness.
Thrilled. How do I get that disease?
Well, it's just gonna be awesome.
Oh, well, I got a ways to go then.
Fun.
Oh, that was exciting.
I was
Wish-
excited.
Wish I could have, in more ways than one, I bet. Wish I could have
Thanks
seen
for
that.
soft mail tonight.
What's that?
Victory sex for soft mail tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Or a good hearty steak.
I could go for one of those.
He's Dutch. I think they're all vegetarians.
He's gonna eat? A wooden shoe?
He needs the fiber.
Good protein.
Or otherwise
Splinters.
he gets all clogged up.
Oh, kill me, please.
Ladies
All right.
and gentlemen,
That must be against the Geneva Con-
I believe we will call an end to the stream at this point because, well, quite frankly, it can't get worse than that. Or can it?
Yeah. I think let's not venture to find out.
It seems safe.
The final result: Stoffmeal, Verstappen, Iwanchuk, Stokes, Wallace, Navon, Young, Simmons, Higgs, Heroes, Barker. We only had 11 this time.
DNF for Butler.
Butler, yeah, that's it. Good race. Too bad Stokes couldn't pick up third place, but good thing Iwanchuk could. Yeah. You're
Indeed.
welcome.
Forward to the next one.
Agreed.